Hey guys, it's Dylan here, and I have Ari with me as well.
Hello.
And today we're playing a game called Magical Diary, and it's just one of those games that I figured me and Ari would probably do well with. Um, I'm going to say that me and Ari did record something in this already, and unfortunately my system took a shit, basically, and just decided it wasn't going to record any audio other than my voice. So some stuff we'll know, kind of, at the beginning, or at least Ari will know. I will say that I have run through the game once just for the sake of it, just to figure some stuff out so that we don't get screwed if we don't have to, so. Anyway, so without further ado, guys, we're going to go ahead and just jump right into this, okay? So, new game.
Wee.
Okay, Ari, what do you want her name to be?
Been considering this a few times, and just so they know, the first time we did this, when we recorded, I did name her Dat Ass. And it was pretty entertaining, to sit there and have the other characters call her Miss Ass and hello, Dat. But I think this time we'll go with something a little better than that.
That's
Some of my suggestions included Prissy Sagbottom. And what was the other one again?
Oh, I can't remember.
Perky Jiggle Tits.
Oh, not that one. Nope.
Yeah, Dylan doesn't like that one. But I'm going with Prissy Sagbottom, I think. I think that's pretty funny. She's like the Neville Longbottom of America.
Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Is that how you're gonna make this character act? Is like the Neville Longbottom?
No, of course. We already know how she acts.
No. This is a clean slate, Ari. We can do whatever we want.
That's true. I don't know if I want her to look this vampiric, though.
No.
Or that hippie.
No.
That looks like Sailor Jupiter. That one looks like another Sailor Scout. What are you doing here? Oh, Jesus! You made Luna Lovegood! They all have different body types, too.
There's two body types.
Oh, well, true, yeah.
Just tell me when you find a character that we should use.
Yeah, go again. I like her.
No.
Why not?
The name doesn't fit.
Yeah, she looks too tomboy for Prissy Sagbottom. Maybe that girl, actually.
I think the hair doesn't work well.
No, true. No, she's too good looking. No. Oh, jeez. No. That's Tamari. That doesn't work at all. Oh my god, can we? Can we use her?
Sure, we can use her. Just, can we? Can we use her? Yes, we can use her. Okay, guys, this is gonna be us.
Taking home this child.
Oh,
this
jeez.
big-eyed freak.
Oh my god. Okay, so basically what we're gonna do in this is I'm gonna voice the main character and the professors. Ari's.
That's the big-eyed freak.
What, Ari?
Sorry, nothing.
Okay.
I was just saying, no offense to big-eyed freaks because I love the Powerpuff Girls. Anyway, yeah, Dylan's gonna be the professors and the main character, and I'm gonna be all the friends.
Yes, all the students and friends.
Yep.
Okay, guys, so. It all started about 3 years ago on my 13th birthday. I was playing tag in the back garden with my friends, but when I tried to jump out of the way of the girl who was chasing me, I jumped so high that I flew all the way over the hedge. At first I couldn't believe it was real, no one else could either. Within a few minutes they'd all convinced themselves that nothing unusual had happened. Then the next day a strange old woman showed up at my doorstep to offer me the choice for my future. And now here I am, 16 and on my way to Iris Academy, an actual school for magic. The school lies in a hidden valley in the Green Meadows, about 150 miles from my home in New Hampshire, and yes, that was a very laggy pan down.
Yep.
I think I acknowledged that last time, too.
Yes, you did.
I'm gonna do the same thing over and over again, I just know it.
Well, that's why you don't need to even reference the first recording, because, you know what? This is basically the first recording.
I am going to be honest with everyone!
Pat, there.
My parents drove me out here, but we've already said our goodbyes. I asked them to drop me off at the outskirts of the school grounds so I could walk the rest of the way on my own. I knew Dad would cry and make a fuss over me before letting me go, and I didn't want my new classmates to see me for the first time looking like that. Actually, I'm surprised Dad agreed. He'd always been a little overprotective. Maybe he's finally recognized I'm not a little kid anymore. Anyway, it means I have to carry my own suitcases, which contains all I have to my name for the next 9 months. Also, forgot to mention that last time me and Ari played this, Skype was a bitch.
But yeah, so at least this time we have, the benefit of Skype.
And Skype shuts down.
You know what, Dylan?
Oh wait, I have wood right here at the desk that I'm sitting, so... Not many clothes, but we'll be wearing school uniforms all the time. Because we'll be wearing school uniforms all the time. But I have some books, pictures of my friends and family, and decorations for my new room. There it is, up ahead. The campus looks more like a very posh boarding school than a home for wizards and witches. Pretty buildings, lots of trees, and wide open spaces. Summer is still lingering here. The leaves haven't yet started to turn. I walked a little faster, feeling slightly too warm in this long robe and cape. Which, I would love to have a robe and cape to wear like a wizard.
Ah, Dylan, you're such a mage.
I am a mage. Every game I play, I'm a mage.
I'm usually like a warrior.
Playing Dokapon Kingdom, I started as a mage.
I think I started as a warrior, didn't I?
Yeah, I think so, and I think Sierra started as a thief.
Yeah, which is accurate to her as well.
Yeah. I'm a mage, I can't help it. Flower beds and arches stretched out around me. So many flowers. Flowers and windows!
Yes.
Doors and windows, they all look the same. There are 3 residential halls for girls and 3 for boys. I've been accepted to Horse Hall, which is for adventurous girls, whatever that means. The other 2 halls...
I like to try other girls. I mean, what?
I don't know. The other 2 halls are the butterflies, who are proudly girly girls, and the snakes. I'm not sure who would want to be a snake. I'd much rather be a horse. Unfortunately, I'm not sure exactly where Horse Hall is. I made that mistake last time, too! I have a letter about freshman orientation. Where did I put it? I looked down at my suitcase while I walked, trying to remember which pocket I stuck the letter into, when suddenly I bump into someone. Oops, sorry.
As we discussed, this is Snape.
Yes. Oh yeah, okay, now I have to do an accent for him. He's an older man in school robes with no hall symbol on them, which means he's probably a professor. This is not a good first impression. Sorry, sir. Yes, I'm clearing my throat. Because he's actually very British for me. A new student, I see. What might your name be? He has a lovely voice, dark and rich, with a refined British accent, and he doesn't seem too angry with me. I relax a little. Prissy Sagbottom, sir. I just got here, and I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be. My voice trails off as I notice he's no longer looking at me. Instead, he's paging through the large book he was carrying. Miss Sagbottom, is it? Wild Seed. How unsurprising. Wild? More than likely a complete waste of my time. You have no idea how much you have been given, and you will throw it all away. He scribbles something into the book, then slams it shut. 10 demerits. Not a promising start. Pay more attention to your studies than you do to where you are walking, Miss Sagbottom, or you'll find yourself expelled from this academy before the new year. With a snap of his wrist, he wraps his cape around him and stalks away. I haven't even started school yet, and already one of my teachers hates me.
Just such a Snape thing to do.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I am a little sad that we didn't name her Dadass again, only for the one line of Dadass, sir. Just could have been really funny. I don't know. But,
don't worry, Percy Sagbottom is plenty fine.
Yep.
After a bit of looking around, I found my way into the girls' dormitories and located my hall. There are 9 doors in this hall, only one of which is labeled bathroom. If each bedroom has at least 2 girls in it, I hope that's a big bathroom. My own letter informed me I would have 2 roommates, but didn't tell me their names or anything else about them. I haven't seen anyone wearing a horse insignia. All I can do is find my room and wait for them to show up. Here it is, room 3. Open the door and pick up my suitcases. Walking inside, I find a fairly ordinary-looking bedroom. No skulls or drippy candles or blacklight posters on the walls, no incense or crystals anywhere, unless I just haven't had time to unpack yet.
And as I discussed the first time, I have to mention again, there are 2 beds, but 3 girls in this room.
It's true, and they never explain it in the story.
And when we look down at the beds, because I think last time you said maybe it's like a fold out or something, both beds just have wood underneath them, like underneath the mattresses.
No, I didn't mention anything about fold out or anything.
Oh, I thought there was.
We mentioned something about bunk beds or something.
Oh yeah, no, maybe that's what we said. Still, I'm looking at this, and one of them has to share a bed.
Yeah.
I just that's what happens.
Or sleep in a chair.
Or they just sleep in the chair.
That would be me.
Or the two desk chairs back there. They just sleep on the floor between the desks.
Yeah, yeah. A girl who had been sitting on one of the beds stands up. Oh.
Oh yeah, I think I did her voice soft, didn't I?
Yeah. Soft character.
Hello?
Hey, close. You're a horse! Still funny. I didn't mean that the way it sounded. Hi, I'm Percy. Are you my roommate?
One of them. I'm Ellen. That's Virginia's bed, but she went out to talk to somebody.
Nice to meet you. Where are you from?
Virginia. The state, I mean. I'm not sure where Virginia the girl is from.
I tilt my head. You don't have much of a southern accent.
It's not that far south, and my family wasn't from there.
Yeah, Virginia is not that far south, people. People in Virginia do not have southern accents.
No.
You have to be like Tennessee or lower, generally
I was
speaking.
gonna say, like, even people in North Carolina don't usually have that much of an accent. Maybe in, like, southern North Carolina, closer to South Carolina, but even then...
Yeah, you have to go to, like, Georgia and Mississippi and...
Like, Alabama.
Yeah.
Not even Florida, because everyone from Florida is from somewhere else.
Exactly.
Sorry.
What about you?
That came out weird. It just came out so bad.
Don't worry about it. New Hampshire, not far from here. Are all those books yours?
Yeah? There aren't any computers here, so I brought my old encyclopedias. And those are textbooks for the classes I would be taking this year at my other school if I hadn't left.
You must be a really good student.
Not really. I probably won't even open them, but I didn't know what I need, and I didn't want to need something to not have it. Those books are everything I could find out about magic, the real kind, now that I know it's real.
Yeah, isn't it great? We're going to be witches, just like in the movies.
Oh good, you're Wild Seed too.
What does wild seed mean?
It means your parents weren't magic, so you're like a wildflower.
You added a little bit more nasal to it that time.
I did, I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. She holds out her...
I switched so quickly, I was like, oh wait, I have to do someone else.
She holds out her hand for me to shake.
My family's all magical, so I knew I'd be a witch. Always knew I'd be a witch. I'm Virginia.
She has a pretty strong grip. Percy.
Pleasure to meet you.
Is it a problem being wild? I met a professor and he was sort of rude about it.
A professor? Shaggy black hair, big nose?
Yeah, I sort of bumped into him.
Oh no. Now you'll be on Grabby's blacklist.
The professor grabs girls?
No,
Still
that's
funny.
his name. It's still funny. Professor Grabner.
He hates me.
He hates everybody, so don't make much difference. Don't worry about it. Nobody cares if you're a born witch or not. Not really. And everybody's scared of Grabby. He's a monster. William warned me about him.
Who's William?
My big brother. Bigger brother. He's a senior. Donald's a freshman like us. They're in Wolf Hall. But enough about boys. What sports do you play? What do you like?
I like softball, but I'm better at volleyball.
Good, strong arms. Me, I prefer soccer. What about you, Prissy?
I guess I'm mostly best at track. I like to run.
Your legs, her arms, and my fighting spirit. We're the total package. Go horses!
There are sports teams for wizards here?
Are there?
Yeah.
Not exactly. There's bounders, but that's not a real sport. So is that like the version of Quidditch?
Yeah, no, it's... I have no clue what it is, actually.
It sounds like you're bouncing around. I agree.
No, I'm pretty sure it's like use of magic to try to score points in some way.
Probably, yeah. Anyway, But there is a gym, and we can start our own sports team if we have to. Right, Prissy?
I guess.
Sorry. I'm rolling you over, aren't I? I'll let you unpack. Come on, Ellen. I'll introduce you to my brothers. Huh? Okay.
So, do you want to go meet them again?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go meet them. I want to meet them too. The only wizard I've met so far was a horrible professor. I can unpack later.
I hate unpacking too. I made my mom do it. Shall we? Do you still want me to come? Why wouldn't I? Come on.
Virginia leads us unerringly through the maze of school hallways to one of the boys' sections.
Oh, yeah, I have to be all the boys too.
Yeah. I mean, I can
Ladies.
I can play some of the characters if you want me to. There's a lot of students.
True. Do you want to be the main demon guy or not?
I can. I mean,
Because I mean, I was him last time and I didn't mind, but
yeah, I can be
I
him.
enjoy being demon guys, Dylan. Weber and Stan, to name a couple.
Yeah. I'm Weber.
Anyway, no, I'm just looking for...
Suddenly, a water balloon flies out of an open door and smacks into the side of Virginia's head.
Donald! Yes! Perfect shot!
The two boys exchange high fives.
This is my...
Ari?
What?
You broke up there.
Well, should I repeat the line then?
Yeah, go ahead and repeat it.
This is my brother Donald, the complete dork.
Like, it completely cut out.
You are going to be in so much trouble. What are you going to do, urchin? Tell Mom on me? She's not here. I don't have to do anything. You'll end up in detention by the end of the week just by being you. Look at me, I'm all wet. Well, you're a witch now, right? Magic yourself dry. Come on, Luke.
Donald returns to his room, followed by the other boy, who bumps into the door frame briefly on his way out of sight.
Grrr. Oh yeah, I think it's a stroller brother, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember how I wanted to make him because I.
You made him very flamboyant.
Yeah, well, he should be. His hair is ridiculous. But I don't know how to do it now.
It's pretty flamboyant. That's all I have to say.
Do you want to try?
No, I am not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
All right. I will just do the like. You know what? Instead, I'm gonna make him really low voiced, really like weirdly low.
Okay.
Hey, is that you? Hey, V, all moved in? It looks great with his hair, doesn't it?
Oh my god, it's the most unfitting voice for him ever.
That's why I'm doing it.
Are you wet?
Well, now I am. Boom. Thanks to Donald, his new best friend.
Aw, poor thing. Here, let me.
He holds out his hand, and a gust of hot air blows through the corridor, melting away the droplets of water that clung to Virginia's hair.
Should be
Alright.
like evaporate, not melt.
Yeah. Aren't
Sorry. Go ahead.
you going to introduce us?
Right, guys, this is William, my good brother.
Virginia grabs Ellen's hand and drags her forward.
And these are my new roommates, Ellen and Prissy.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh my god.
You too.
You keep an eye on V now. She's a little scamp. She'll get you into trouble.
Is that your nickname? V?
No, that's just what William calls me, which is better than what Donald calls me. I guess I use my whole name. It's not that long.
You kids should probably run along. Freshman orientation is tomorrow, and you'll have a busy week ahead of you. Not to mention initiation.
Initiation?
You'll find out.
I suppose he's right. We should get back to our room. I still have to unpack. Tomorrow, we start learning magic.
Alright!
Not really.
No.
At 9 a.m. on Monday morning, all the freshmen are gathered in the gymnasium wearing capes and robes, just like me, but they're not completely like me. One boy has furry ears and a long, fluffy tail.
That's a boy.
Yeah. One girl has glittering wings. Also, yes, that is a boy.
Needs a haircut, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Or smaller eyes, I don't know.
And that girl looks like a vampire. Is that what it means to be a born witch, being something other than human? Virginia looks normal, but she could just be hiding something under her robes. No, that's just silly. The muttering and shuffling of students drops off as someone steps up to the podium. God damn it, this is gonna be bad.
Yes!
The return of Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yes!
Okay. Hello, my little flower buds!
What?
Stifle your giggles.
Okay.
I didn't expect you to say okay. Welcome to Iris Academy! I start to applaud, but freeze as I realize that no one else is. Then Virginia beside me, picks up the clapping loudly. Soon the whole room is cheering. The witch holds up her hands and the room settles back into silence. My name is Professor Potsdam, and I will be one of your instructors in the ways of magic. I'm messing up my words because I'm focused on my accent.
That's how I feel every time. Oh god.
Oh, when I have to do a different gender.
That's my favorite thing.
For some of you, this is the beginning of an adventure such as you've never imagined. For others, this is only the next step in a journey you have been expecting all your lives. I have to say it upbeat and cheerful, okay?
Oh my god, it just... your voice doesn't work that way. It's great.
Nope. It's like fucking Robin Williams trying to do a girl's voice. Rest in peace, Robin Williams. Okay.
Rest in peace, Robin Williams. I just realized what you said.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why
God.
wouldn't I say it? I respect the man, and yeah.
I miss him. That should not have happened.
Yeah, it's sad. I say it like it's so not like important, but it really was sad. Anyway, at Iris Academy, we teach spelling using the pentachromatic system. Spelling.
Funny because it's spelling.
Spelling.
They mean magic spells.
Spelling.
But it totally sounds like they mean like you're learning your ABCs all over again.
Spelling.
Yep.
Red magic is forceful, but not necessarily violent. Blue is the color of transformation and change. Green is the color of life in the world of plants and animals. White magic affects the mind and spirit, and black magic is contained within physical objects. Your palette should contain at least a few dabs of every magical color, but a beautiful painting doesn't need every shade. It's style that matters. I was heading into the other character for a minute there.
Yep.
You all have different strengths, different talents. Here at Iris Academy, we embrace the diversity and tailor your education to your needs. Choose your schedule to focus your personal talents. Don't try to become a reflection of your classmates. Follow your own star, wherever it may lead you. That is the way in which you are all alike. You each have your own future, and I know you'll make us proud. Her starry-eyed way of speaking reminds me a little bit of my old school's guidance counselor, but she certainly seems nicer than Professor Grabner. I wonder which classes she teaches.
He's literally like McGonagall and Trelawney at the same time. Trelawney.
I was gonna say McGonagall's a bit of a bitch at times, though.
No, not a bitch. A badass.
No, she's sometimes a bitch.
Shh, no, badass.
All three.
There you go.
At least Trelawney is nice. A bit kooky, but nice.
Yeah.
Sorry. For a character for a minute there, it's like Robin Williams and Mrs. Doubtfire. Rest in peace.
Say
I
it
shouldn't laugh.
his name.
Every time I say his name, I have to say rest in peace from now on. You have been divided into halls to help you make friends with classmates who share similar interests. For the girls, we have the adventurous horses, the charming butterflies, and the mysterious snakes. Each group claps as their name is called, the horses louder than the others, or perhaps that's just because I'm sitting with more of them. For the boys, we have the daring wolves, the elegant falcons, and the eldritch toads. I'm not sure what eldritch means, but toads sounds even worse than snakes. I hope you all become good friends, not just in each hall, and not just in your year, but throughout the whole academy. But most importantly, I hope you'll get to know and trust your roommates, so that by the end of the year, you'll be able to work as a team for your final exams. And I know you're all looking forward to your exams, yes?
Well, they do mention it in the beginning.
Yep. Trust me, the exams are something that is good that I ran through this game to figure out. Trust me.
I believe it.
It just depends on whether or not you actually want to succeed.
Yep.
Or if we actually have the capability to succeed.
Yikes.
Because I know how to do each one, it's just whether or not we have the capability of doing each one.
Are we gonna have to, like, make sure we balance out? Because I know last time...
I am not answering that question, because it just depends on what we have and don't have. That's all there is to it. Technically, you can do everything with anything, so...
Once again, I do like, I think, blue, black, and white.
Blue, black, and white?
Yeah.
Okay. The audience predictably groans. For testing purposes, your instructors will regularly set your practical challenges in the school dungeons. The school has dungeons?
Of course. Wouldn't be rip-off Hogwarts without them.
True. Each task has many possible solutions. You will need to make creative use of the spells you have chosen to learn, so think ahead about what might be useful and how.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't pay attention to speech the first time around. Now I am.
Genius. Okay, are you all ready for magic?
No.
Open your diaries and begin penciling in your schedule. I need to choose which classes to attend this week. There are classes for each kind of magic, plus general studying, which sounds boring, and gym classes, which I've always liked. I can also schedule free time to relax and unwind. For most of my life, my classes have been planned out for me by my school. It wasn't until last year that I got to make any choices at all: Cantonese, French, or Spanish, physics, chemistry, or biology. Which we're going to go into this subject again. At my school, you had Spanish, Latin, and French.
Which I think is weird. I think Latin and Cantonese are both weird things to learn.
Well, Cantonese is Chinese, right?
Yeah, and one of the Chinese dialects. There's
Yeah.
also Mandarin.
There's all sorts of them there. There's like 10. But Latin is like
A
actually,
deaf language.
but it's important for medical purposes.
I suppose it is, and also for knowing the root languages of like the Romance languages, like Spanish, French, and Italian. But
Exactly. Well,
It's just weird.
for all languages really.
I know in
Unless
my
they're made up.
school, it was French, Spanish, or German.
Yeah.
And
I think they
here-
might have added German my senior year. I'm not sure though.
Here in Iowa, I know instead of German, they have the option of Japanese, at least
That's
for
weird.
my cousin's school.
Yeah.
My cousin's school, at least. And then my sister's high school in Florida, they had Spanish, French, and American Sign Language.
Yeah, you mentioned that one.
Yeah, which honestly, I think American Sign Language is great. I think
Yeah.
that was a good idea.
I should have taken Latin though. And then the physics, chemistry, or biology thing, like that was just your normal high school year, you know?
Yeah, you kind of had to have like at least one of each of those.
Like you'd take a physical science, then biology, then chemistry, and if you wanted to take a fourth science, you could take physics, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's not weird at all. Like
I'm terrible. I took the biology like I was supposed to, and then I took I think earth science or something like that,
yeah.
and then I took the BS like only semester long physics was action chem and action phys.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Where like
It's like the most useless part of it.
it's the like most like breezing through versions of physics and chemistry because I knew I would suck.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially physics. I'm really not very good at physics, but
Yeah.
chemistry I'm also really bad at the balancing chemical equations. So like really, I'm like, I'm not gonna bother to try.
Yeah, I understand. Anyway, let's continue on. Let's just get to the point where we can make choices, and then we'll cut there.
Yep, good plan.
Still, everyone had to have the same number of classes, and they all started and ended at the same time. You couldn't get out of it. If I can choose whatever schedule I want here, what would happen if I never went to class at all? Would they really let me get away with that? What should I do this week? Okay, guys. As I said, this will be the cutoff for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I don't mind playing through this again with Ari because, yeah, it sucked.
Well, it just sucked that it didn't record.
Exactly. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and until we talk to you next time, I hope you enjoy your life and blah blah blah. I messed up this ending really badly, but anyway.
It's okay, I'll save it with, find out next time what we choose for her future!
Sure. Peace!